Hey internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay Lijo, and today we are going to be speaking about some of the language variants between NE and NI, Extroverted Intuition and Introverted Intuition. So we're going to get right into this video. As with all videos, if you would like to talk to me about this subject personally through a video session, you can book one below on my platform Snug. So let's get into this subject. All right, so we're gonna have a little fun with our boy Carl Jung just to get us started here. So on Extroverted Intuition, Carl Jung says, since his intuition is largely concerned with outer objects, scenting out external possibilities, he readily applies himself to callings wherein he may expand his abilities in many directions. So I've had the pleasure of speaking with quite a few extroverted intuitives, and I just have to say, NE and its ability to expand through association, endless possibilities, complete expansion is what you'll start to hear from a person with extroverted intuition if you're having a conversation with them. Extroverted intuition will start on one subject, and then they're going to end up on sometimes a completely different planet. I always talk about extroverted intuition as being very much a discovery sort of function. It's discovering through association. They're almost like treasure hunters, but it's not so much, finding the thing at the end. It's the process of the discovery, of the association. And this is what they'll be doing in their language as they move kind of from area of association to another area of association. And with maturity, extroverted intuitives definitely do start to throttle how they do this because they realize that you can't always talk like this in the real world to, especially get a point across or, have a regular dialogue with someone. So they'll throttle and they'll start to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, I'm getting off topic. Sorry, I lost what I was thinking about. What subject were we talking about? What was your original question? All very common to extroverted intuition because it's going to start one place and again end up somewhere completely, oftentimes unrelated to not the thing it was just speaking about, but the thing that was like 5 steps back. And when I'm speaking with someone that has extroverted intuition as a dominant function, I cannot help but see the tree in how they are speaking. Extroverted intuition is climbing up one branch. It's going to find a branch of association. It's going to start climbing on that one. Each branch that it goes off to is a slightly different direction than the one that it was originally on. So if you're having a conversation with someone, you're trying to triangulate that NE versus NI, see about how their language is expanding versus NI, which is reducing. So if NE, extroverted intuition, is a tree, then what is NI? Well, I think NI is kind of like an air plant. Have you guys seen those? They're kind of like these hairy looking green plants. They don't need soil or really any sensory, which is hilarious. And they're kind of like all these little hairy leaves are kind of attached to this one thing. There's no branches, there's just green and a little thing with no, they're very odd, but that's kind of how introverted intuition is. NI, introverted intuition, in its very essence, is a distillation. It is a reduction. I've actually been called out a few times by being a bit too reductionist in how I present material, but that's exactly what introverted intuition is doing all of the time. So what is this distillation or reducing? So reductionism is an intellectual or philosophical position that basically takes a complex system and interprets it by the sum of its parts. The language of NI always feels as if it's drawing back, it's reducing down, it's getting down to something singular. It's not trying to give you more or extra or unrelated material. Introverted intuition is trying to convey a concept with only the information that's most relevant to its principal understanding. As you're listening to someone speak, those are a few tips of kind of what to listen for. You're trying to find if the person is speaking as a tree, a climbing tree from branch to branch, or if they are communicating as an air plant with many little things down to one singular piece. So just some things to think about on, your day that is today. That's it for this video. So I will see you guys in my next one, and goodbye, internet friends. What to triangulate with when you're trying to